Hi everyone, today I'm going to do a review on Usborne books collection which I have for my daughter. So let's start one by one. This is That's Not My series which I have for my daughter. Right now I'm having two series in it. There are many in this collection. One is That's Not My Snowman and That's Not My Teddy. And these books are touch and feel books. So I'll show you one by one. This is That's Not My Snowman. His hat is too soft. If you could see, you can feel the softness over here. And if you notice that you can see a mouse hidden somewhere or the other, so you can ask your children, where's the mouse hidden, so they can point out. That's Not My Snowman. His scarf is too fluffy, so it's quite fluffy over here. It's good to touch and feel. That's Not My Snowman. Its mittens are too fuzzy. That's Not My Snowman. His buttons are too bumpy. That's Not My Snowman. His arms are too wiggly. So yeah, there are a lot of touch and feel, different types of touch and feel. And That's Not My Snowman. His nose is too swishy. So this is That's Not My series of snowman. Now That's Not My Teddy. His paws are too woolly. You can see the wool over here. So it's good to touch and feel, and children learn to touch and feel many things. That's Not My Teddy. Its nose is too soft. And yeah, you can see that these are board books, so it's not easily foldable, or the children can't spoil it so easily. That's My Teddy. His tummy is too furry. This is That's Not My series. Now I'll show you the next series. The next series is Baby's Very First Slide and See. I have in two Baby's Very First Slide and See animals and Under the Sea. So these are like slide and see, like you can see what is there when you slide. So each page has its own different ways of sliding, and different, like here there is a whale, there it was a fish, and there are cutouts also over here. If you could see, lot of cutouts, lot of slides. So when you slide, they see different things in the sea, under the sea, what all sea animals are there. They learn from that. So yeah, when you slide, here are so many fish, here one fish, and here there are many cutouts. Again cutouts and slides. Who is hiding? And you can see the crab. And there are trails also, finger trails, which my daughter likes to touch and says that, yeah, now we can go and do the sliding. I don't know why she likes that thing. Once I just showed her that thing, and she wants to play that way all the time. So yeah, you can see once you slide, the fishes you can see in different positions. Next is Baby's Slide and See Animals. So here, who's hiding over here? When we ask her, so she says monkey. Right now she knows what all is hiding, so yeah, she guesses it right. So you can see there are a lot of colors in it. That was Under the Sea, so it was more of blue, and this is like about animals, so green more. So yeah, here also there are a lot of slides, cutouts, and again these are board books. If you could see, they're thick enough, cannot be torn, and again you can keep sliding, and the finger trails. Yeah, who's hiding? And there is the spider, and Yeah, so yeah, again there are trails. Again, slide and see. If you notice, each page has different colors over here. Here it is more of pink, here it's more of orange, here it's more of green. Yeah, that's it. Now I would like to show the other series. Next is peek inside nighttime and peek inside garden. Peek inside nighttime. These are like flip flap books, so if you can just open each flap and you'll come to know what is there over there, and there are wordings written about it to ask, is everybody fast asleep, and you can open and say yes, and that's how it goes. Each flaps has its own description. So yeah, this is about what all things happen at the night. And yeah, so too many flaps here and there, and cutouts too. If you could see here, there's a cutout of a star, and here, I'm sorry, this is stone, my daughter tore it. So yeah, you can see the bat. It was fully covered with both the wings of it. And again, here there are cutouts. Who's hiding upside down, so you can just open it and say it's a bat. And there are so here there is again who's hiding over here, so you can see there's a small baby fox. And here there are frogs, and what the frogs are singing. These are basically what all happens at night time. So like what's in this one, in this tray, oranges. This train is carrying people. It's a sleeper train where people are sleeping because it's night time. So yeah, each page has its own flaps and saying that what exactly happens at night, what's being delivered. Yeah, so you can see there are 3 flaps over here. And yeah, you can see this page is not the same as this one. There's a cutout over here. Okay, there are those small windows which you need. Some people won't understand that it is a flap, but yeah, it's a flap over there, here. And these big flaps are easier to open. The smaller ones are difficult, but that's what they have to learn, how to open it. Next is peep inside the garden. There's a cutout over here. So now this is about garden, so all the animals. You can open this wings. A small cutout here. Who is buzzing over here? The bees are buzzing. Peep inside this flower. A pretty butterfly is there. What's this spider making? It's making a web. So yeah, each page has a flap, and you need to find out what is inside it. So you can ask questions and keep asking your kids what is there inside this flap, what's going on behind this flap, and slowly they learn to say. If you continuously keep saying, they learn to say it, that inside this. Like first they'll find it difficult, smaller kids, but later on they will learn. So now I'll show you the next book. The next book is Usborne Pop-Up Jungle. This is a pop-up book which I liked it a lot. because it pops up. Only thing is that these are paper bags, so it's easily tearable. Smaller kids tend to tear it. Otherwise, this book is very colorful, and I like the pop-up thing which they have introduced. Although smaller kids get scared when you open it, suddenly something is moving, so they feel what is moving. Not all kids, but I think my child, she got scared of it. And this is not a board book, if you could see, although it's not so easily tearable, but yeah, it's not a board book. And plus this pop-up is like paper thing, so it tears easily. Yeah, you can see that this, my daughter has torn it. It had to be here and move like this, so she tore it. See, crocodile is opening its mouth, closing its mouth. Yeah, my daughter loves this all, but now you can see that before and all, when she was smaller, she used to pull it. So you have to be careful. For smaller kids, you should not give such pop-up books. They tend to tear it. Now also she tries to catch it and pull it. What is this thing moving? And although now she doesn't get scared, but yeah, she tends to pull it. I think she feels it fun. Yeah, she gets scared of this lion because it's actually bouncing. If you could see how it bounces. Yeah, so it's wonderful book. I loved it, and I think my daughter also loves it. Only thing, she tends to catch it and pull it, so you have to be careful with such books. Next book is musical nursery rhymes from Usborne. There's a switch on button over here, and you need to put the batteries on in it, and you can see press the one to hear the tune. So like right now we want to listen Hey Diddle Diddle. I don't know if you could hear. Yeah, so there is music in each page of the nursery rhymes. The music about the nursery rhymes, like Mary quite contrary, Jack and Jill, Old Mother Hubbard, Little Bo Peep, and Humpty Dumpty. Yeah, it's not working properly. I think battery is down. So all the nursery rhymes, you can learn the music and sing together with it, as the wordings are also mentioned, and the music can be played and you can sing together with the music. So yeah, she loves this Humpty Dumpty thing. So yeah, you can buy such musical books. It's quite useful. Only thing, you have to be careful with the battery. You keep changing it. You can see the battery is already over right now. The next book is Lift the Flap First, Question and Answers. How do I see? So now these books are for some older kids. I don't think right now it will be useful for her. So how can I see? So there are a lot of things to learn in this. Although she loves to open the flaps of each page and to show that yeah, she knows to open the flaps. Which ones are my parents? So these ones. So each page has its own questions and answers inside. Questions are out and answers are inside. So children will be curious to know what is there inside. So there are many. I'm not opening up all the ones. I'm just opening few to show you all what are the whiskers for. So yeah, that's how. Which part of your body are most sensitive? So each page has its own thing. If you could see, how do my senses work? How do I feel things? How do I taste things? How do I smell things? How do I hear? How do I see? So everything, how do I? So yeah, it's a good book, but for older kids. Next is Roald Dahl's Opposites, illustrated by Quentin Blake. Okay, this is about opposites. Like, this elephant is big, and here there's a flap showing this mouse is little. To know what are the opposites about, so elephants are big and mouses are small, little. This is giraffe is tall, short, right, wake up, upside down, outside, inside, high and low. There are some flaps also, so that the children are curious to know what is there inside. Before they guess, they can guess before they open the flap also. The last book is Usborne's Illustrated Fairy Tales. This is a paperback book. It's just to tell stories to your kids. My child doesn't like stories that much. She doesn't like to read as such right now. But yeah, there are a lot of stories like Sleeping Beauty, Emperor and the Nightingale, and a lot of pictures and descriptions in the stories written with so wonderful, colorful books. Yeah, that's all for Usborne books which I have. Thanks for watching, and please do like, subscribe, and let me know your reviews. Thank you for watching.